everyone, I'm a member from Team Satin Paper, and today I'll be discussing the curriculum outline for the reading writing section of the SAT. When we look at the name, the reading writing section, we can very clearly see that it is divided into two mega domains. We have the reading mega domain and we have the writing mega domain. Let's look at each of these mega domains individually first. When we talk about the reading mega domain, it deals with everything that has to do with comprehension. So, how a passage is structured, to what does the passage mean, or how will you complete a particular passage or a particular idea, all of that, it comes under the reading mega domain. Whereas when we look at the writing mega domain, it's actually a misnomer. There's no writing involved there, but the writing mega domain primarily deals with grammar and how do you express yourselves. So these mega domains can further be divided into smaller domains. Let's look at each of these domains individually again. The first domain that we have is information and ideas, and it belongs to the reading mega domain. Information and ideas deal with all questions that are primarily a what in nature. So what does the author mean by saying something, or what information can complete a particular passage? All of that comes under the information and ideas mega domain. When we look at the next domain of the reading part of the reading writing section, it is craft and structure. Craft and structure is primarily a why domain. So while information and ideas was a what thing, craft and structure is primarily a why thing. So they'll ask you questions like, why has the author said something? So in information and ideas, we talked about what has the author said. In craft and structure questions, we look at why has the author said what he has said. So to master a craft and structure domain, you should primarily be able to master the information and ideas domain first. Questions like, why has the author said something? How has the passage been structured? How will you use a particular word in a given context? All of these, they come under the craft and structure domain. So craft and structure domain and information and ideas domain together, they make up the reading mega domain. And one of the easiest way to deal with the reading mega domain is to start working on your reading speed and to start working on your reading comprehension. Once we are done with the reading part of it, the next questions that come up, they are primarily writing. Again, as I said, writing is a misnomer. They don't want you to write anything. Writing mega domain primarily deals with grammar. So you'll see questions on nouns, pronouns, their usages, modifiers, tenses, verbs. You'll see questions on boundaries, that is punctuation. So usage of commas, colons, semicolons. That is what they want to test you on primarily. So to deal with the first half of the writing mega domain, we deal with questions that are based on standards of English conventions, and that's what grammar is primarily about. And to excel in this particular domain, you need to have very sound knowledge of grammar and application of grammar. It's not just theory, you need to work on the application of it. The second half of the writing mega domain is called expression of ideas. The domain is called expression of ideas, and as the name suggests, it primarily deals with how you express yourself. So you'll see questions on transitions. What are transitions? How do we move from one idea to the other, or how do we continue a particular idea? Right? So you'll see a lot of questions on transitions. They'll give you a blank and they'll want you to use a particular transition there. You will be able to deal with that only if you know how these transitions are used. So how do you express yourself? And there's another question type that you see in expression of ideas, the rhetorical synthesis ones. There they give you a lot of information and they want you to come up with one coherent idea. But all in all, this domain primarily deals with how do you express yourself coherently. So when we look at the overview of the curriculum of the reading writing section, you will see it varies from, and it wants to test you on all of these skills. They want to test you on your comprehension. They want to test you on your reading speed. They want to test you on your vocabulary. They want to test you on your grammar and your ability to apply the grammar rules. And they want to test you on how do you express yourselves.